Ghost tracks, the haunting histories of forgotten railways and hidden mysteries. Explore the chilling tales behind ghost tracks, abandoned railways shrouded in mystery, tragedy, and whispers of the unexplained. Ghost tracks, forgotten railways, haunted by time and tragedy. Ever stumbled across an old railway line, only to find it abandoned, swallowed by trees or strangely off-limits? These eerie stretches of rusty rails and crumbling sleepers are what folks call ghost tracks. They're not just forgotten bits of infrastructure. They carry with them stories that chill the spine and spark the imagination. So, fancy hearing about some of these mysterious ghost tracks and the dark histories tangled up with them. Ghost tracks are essentially railway lines or sidings that have been left behind, abandoned due to changes in transport needs, economic shifts, or sometimes because something dreadful happened on or near them. They often lie hidden beneath layers of moss, overtaken by nature, but their silence hints at something more than just disuse. Behind these forgotten paths are tales of tragedy, strange apparitions, and incidents that locals still whisper about. Take, for instance, the old branch line near the moors in northern England. It was once a buzzing route for transporting coal and passengers, but then, one fog-laden night in the early 1900s, a fatal collision occurred that claimed dozens of lives. After that, the line was shut down and eventually fell into ruin. The locals say that if you stand on the track on misty evenings, you can hear eerie whistle blows and the clatter of a phantom train rushing past, even though nothing's there. No one has been able to explain those sounds, but plenty have felt a sudden chill or oppressive presence while wandering the area. What makes ghost tracks particularly fascinating is that they often intersect with the unexplained. Some say these sites are hotspots for paranormal activity, apparitions of former railway workers, shadowy figures glimpsed in the gloom, even flickering lanterns moving along disused platforms. It's as if the tragedies that unfolded have left a residue, a kind of restless energy trapped where the steel once gleamed. There's also a practical, historical side, of course. Many ghost tracks speak volumes about the evolution of transport and economic priorities. Think of the beaching cuts in the 1960s, when vast swathes of Britain's rail network were axed to save money. Entire communities were left isolated, and tracks that had once been vital arteries slowly shriveled into ghostly relics. Walking these old lines, you get a real sense of lost connections, not just of places, but of people and livelihoods. One particularly eerie angle is when ghost tracks intersect with secret operations in times of conflict. During the World Wars, certain railway lines were used for covert purposes, transporting troops, weapons, and equipment in total secrecy. Some of these lines were never officially documented, making them ghost tracks, not just in the physical sense, but within intelligence circles too. It's here that stories of special forces and covert ops come to mind, those high-stakes missions that unfolded far from public view. If you ever fancy a good read about covert operations, check out Covert Ops by Steve Barker. Thrilling stuff. Now, why would these old railway lines still matter today? For one, they are cultural landmarks, windows into the past and reminders of what once was. Enthusiasts, historians, and urban explorers often seek out ghost tracks to capture their haunting beauty and to piece together stories long forgotten. But beyond nostalgia, some ghost tracks have potential for reuse, converted into walking trails, cycling paths, or even revived as heritage railways serving tourism and education. Of course, with abandoned sites come risks and warnings. Many of these tracks have hidden dangers, unstable bridges, crumbling tunnels, and sudden drops, which only adds to their mystique. Access is often restricted, partly to keep people safe, but also to protect these fragile remnants of history from vandalism or accidental destruction. But there's something irresistible about the quiet rustle of leaves brushing over tracks where once locomotives thundered. Ghost tracks hold a unique place in the collective imagination, sitting at the crossroads of history, mystery, and the inexplicable. They remind us that even in the modern world, echoes of the past reverberate, sometimes with whispered warnings from those long gone. Before we wrap up, a quick thought on why these stories gain traction even now. Maybe it's because they tap into human fears and fascinations: loss, the unknown, and the idea that some things just don't rest easy. And maybe, just maybe, ghost tracks hold secrets not entirely meant for this world, locked away in the silent pulse of old rails. So if ever you find yourself wandering alongside these forgotten paths, take a moment to listen, to the silence and the stories hidden in the shadows. You might just catch a glimpse of history's restless ghost. And if you enjoyed this little exploration into ghostly railways and secret pasts, why not join the mission? Explore gripping tales of covert ops and special missions that will keep your heart racing and your imagination fired up. It's the perfect next step if you're after stories brimming with intrigue, strategy, and high stakes. Check out the full range of action-packed reads and get ready for adventures that rival even the most haunting ghost tracks.